Bishop, are you following along with me? I'm not sure whether you can hear me. It shows Bishop may not be there. Oh, yes. Okay, great. Thank you, Bishop. I didn't see the word yes. I'm just turning pages here, looking down at my book. Great. Thank you. So guys, authorships are very important. Of course, I'm using the word loosely. We do not have an authorship at the moment. It's coming. That option of having a monthly plan and the amount being taken out automatically from your back office is coming very, very soon, naturally. But in the meantime, we are in control of our organization, of our business. So we have to realize that every month, and there's dates that is counting down for us. If you go to your home page, it'll tell you how many days longer will the activation be good for. It's going to say, 30 days, and then 29, 28, 27, and 26. It's just going to go backwards, and then it's going to show you, okay, on the 15th of October, you need to activate your service plan. But ladies and gentlemen, you can do it on the 13th. You can do it on the 14th. Remember, the company works on an international date line. So on the 15th in the US, it's already the 16th in other countries. Okay, especially with the systems where they have their systems in the European market, the time zone, it's like 10, 12. 1 second, please. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we just had to pick up someone who was coming in from San Bernardino, and they're taking the train over to our training this morning. So we are picking her up, and then after that, she's taking the train back to go back home. Imagine the dedication from San Bernardino, waking up early, getting to the train station, traveling in the train for about an hour and a half, and then getting over here, and then being so happy to be here with us. So just an example of the effort people put out for the trainings that we have once a week. But I'm digressing. Let's get back to the basics here and what I was training you about in regards to, where was I know, in regards to, what was I saying? I forgot for a minute. Yes, in regards to, thank you, Bishop Suzita Lopez, that's correct. So in regards to the authorship coming, we have to maintain our authorship, our calendar. Let's look at this calendar. This is commission period. We are in week, WPC is the week 144. So this week is week 144. So ever since we started the business year, it shows the week year 144, and then it's going to expire October the 12th. So look at the calendar, 2015, 10th is the month October, and 12th, it's going to be Monday. It's going to be Monday. Usually for us in the US, it's about Tuesday, 10, 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when it starts to shut down. But sometimes we'll say 1 day left, but when the 12th comes about, or even the 13th comes about, they may extend it all of a sudden. But that has nothing to do with your activation regards to your monthly plan. That is just to do with the payout. Every week there's a weekly payout from the earnings that you have made in your binary and also other aspects of the payout. That's what that commission period means. It's your weekly payout. Quite often they're extending it for another week, so they're doubling up. When it's doubling up, it's really good. Let's say you're trying to become a diamond and you have 8,000 in volume on both sides, and on the 12th is the last day of October that you are able to make it. You and I know to get to diamond, we need 10,000 in volume on both sides. So now you have 8,000. So you're planning on doing all the push you can make that happen, whether it's personal recruitments or from the team, So you have to sort of collaboratively come together, have a strategy with the team. Okay, what can we do to make this happen for you? This is going to help everybody. So remember, when you're becoming a diamond, it's not just one person's effort, it's the team effort. So everybody should collaborate and say, okay, what can we do to help? What do you need, Al? What do you need, Bishop? What do I need, Caroline? What do I need, Tyrone Hutton? What do I need to make this happen? So all the leaders should come together and collaborate. And that's how we become diamonds all together at the same time. It's everybody's effort. It cannot be just one person's effort. If you can control your destiny, great. But in this business, we work together as a team to see what we can do to help each other attain that rank. That's very important to realize how this binary works. We can't just work by ourselves. Yes, Jason, motivation is the key. That's right. So now just to become, let's keep it simple. Bishop, isn't that right? To become silver, all we need is 100 on the left, 100 on the right. So someone takes a package on the left, usually the volume is about 300 in volume. One person takes a package on the left and right, 300, 300. Now you're a silver. That's it. The silver is sign up 2 people and you're a silver. What happens to hit the next rank of gold? Gold means you need 2,000. 2,000 on the left, 2,000 on the right. Okay, guys, that's how we do it. 2,000 on the left. So whenever people talk about 10,000 diamond, 20,000 this and 30,000 that rank, it means both sides, not just one side, both sides, okay? Your left leg and your right leg has to match up for that particular amount to reach that rank. So here it is, it says 1 day left. A commission activation, no. Activate now. So it's telling us activate now because for you to earn your commission, you're not active. So there may be dollars available waiting for Sozita, Miss Lopez to attain when they run the report. So we're warning you. Okay, guys, we have 1 day left. If you want to pick up your commissions when we run the report, make sure you are active. Right now, it says no. Activate now. So there's one option she has right away. So you need to look at your home page constantly. Next, Space System Version Business. Expiration date 2015, October 7th. So this today is October 10th, right? That means that's expired too. It's in red. And the plan she had at one point that she chose for this space system was the Business Wireless Regional Zone. She took one zone, Asia. So she's a US person. She has a wireless phone from World Global Network. She has the World Phone for you, the WP for you, not the 5G. She has a World Phone for you. And you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, well, you can't really tell. I can tell because I know Miss Lopez. On the right-hand corner, it says Master. Naturally, when you purchase the package today, it also will say Master, but yet it'll have the Space Phone 5G. But I know that she was the Master a while back during the World Phone when we had the first 1.0, you could say, 1.0 phone, WP for you phone. Now we have the 2.0, and I'm sure many of you will disagree. We are beyond a 2.0 phone because Bishop was saying this morning how awesome the 5G phone is. It's a 5.0. Let's look at it that way. It's a 5.0 versus the 1.0 that we had, the WP for you. Okay, and to be honest with you guys, a lot of people love the World Phone for you too. It does a lot of great things, but I think people are more leaning towards the 5G. Naturally, they're the first ones to have it on the planet. So here we are. It says renew. So it's another place she needs to renew. So there's activate now, renew. You have one or more plans available. Use it. So there's all of these tabs, and you are confused. What am I supposed to renew, Ronnie? Commission activation? Do I need to renew that? Is that one cost? The Space System Version, renew. Is that another cost? And then on top of it, they're saying, I have a coupon, some kind of a voucher. Use it. So I'm a little confused now. What do I do? Where do I start? Okay, this person most likely may be asking these questions because they're not engaged in their business. They're not looking carefully. They're not talking to their upline or just in a way, getting in front of us in regards to trainings and business overview and things like that. It's just pretty much left their business hanging. But yet she spent a pretty penny to join. At that time to come in was close to about, I think $500 at one time, was $399 with this and that came to close to $500. So this person put quite a pretty penny in their business but left it hanging. Maybe yes, maybe not. So let's go further into a back office and let's look at some of the things here that we can see that she should activate, how should she activate and all that. Okay, so let's go down. Let's go to business. Way on top where the suitcase is. Let's check her business back office and let's see what's going on, Bishop. Thank you. I hope you're able. Oh, Bishop too. Yes, thank you for writing all those great notes while I'm explaining. So here we can see her business. Her username is Suzette. Sponsor is MegaBiz88. Profile, she's a master. Her rank is no rank. What does that mean? That means that she has not personally, she may have a lot of volume, but personally, she has not signed anyone yet because she has to sign two people that are of a higher package. A higher package means master and above. Okay, so personally, she has not reached the rank of silver. That's one person on the left, one person on the right. So let's scroll down slightly more. Let's see what else is on her profile here. Just go to the bottom of the screen, Bishop, please. Just below rank. Okay, then it gives her a website. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the e-commerce site. So if you want to send someone your e-commerce site for them to go shopping online, you can do that. That link is right there. Send an email, do a postcard email with some visuals, say hi, and then here's your e-commerce or your website. So the two links are right there, copy and paste. Simple as that. So now let's go to the top of the page again, Bishop. Thank you. Let's go back to the top of the page. We're staying on this page, but just going to the top so I can take the audience online to another area. So let's look at the left-hand side of the screen. My left, I'm sure it's your left. Business is network. Let's click network business, right below business in red on the left side, network. Let's click network. And yes, thank you, Bishop. Let's see now what happens here. Okay, let's look at the strategy. Her strategy is an auto. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this. When you first sign into the business, it will show that your strategy is an auto for everybody. If you have not signed anybody, leave it on auto. This is what the company does. Your first person is going to go in the direction of how you came in. Bishop, on the extreme right side of the screen, sometimes it will show us the common link. Can you take it more to one side where I can see the end of the screen, or is that the maximum? Right. Thank you. I'm glad you understand what I'm saying. My right, your left. I'm not sure how to say this. It's on the extreme right side of me. After support, at the end of support, is there anything else towards the end of support? It'll say your common leg. Right here. Okay, guys, here. I'm seeing it right here. So it says your common leg left with your sponsor. So that means that when you first signed up, it'll let you know which leg you came onto your sponsor. So let's say if your sponsor was Bishop and you look at this side of the screen, it'll say common leg left or right. It'll say common leg left or right. Okay, for this person, Suzette, was common leg left. That means her sponsor came on the left. So when she signed Suzette, Suzette came on her left leg. That's what that means. Okay, common leg. So you're common with your sponsor. And then likewise, that person is common with somebody else's sponsor. That person is common with somebody else's sponsor. So far, and so on and so on and so on. You got it? Good. So I think we lost the screen a little bit. Bishop will bring it back shortly. Okay, great. So your strategy, thanks, Bishop. I will look at your notes. So here it is, common leg left. That's right. So Suzette came on the left, and therefore the first person. So right now the strategy is on auto. Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, look at the bottom here. It says next placement. Can you scroll down slightly? To the end of the bottom of the screen. Okay, so her next placement that Suzette wants to put someone is on the right. It shows at the bottom. She's going to put the next person on the right. So let's click to the front line. Let's click network. Click network. Dual network. Let's click dual network. You see network on the left in red. You scroll down slightly. You see dual network. Yeah, let's look at the binary. Great. Okay. It's coming up soon, guys. It's coming up. We'll see 2 trees here. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, the binary is coming. So as you can see, Suzette has smart management is on the left. On the right, she doesn't anybody. So the reason she's put her strategy on the right is because she wants the next person to come on the right. Smart management, if you see it in gray, you can see it in gray, is a $49 person. Okay, smart management is a $49 person, and you can tell by going at the end of the screen. If you arrow down all the way to the bottom and you hover your mouse over it, you will know the position, the package that person purchased. If you hover your mouse over it, you can tell. If you go to the bottom of the screen, there's a bar there, and the bar will let you know whether the person is active, the sponsor of that person, and the package they chose. So these are little things. I'm using the word loosely, little. This is huge. You need to maintain your binary and know exactly what's going on. Okay, guys? So we can go on and on about this, but I just want to give you a cursory view of your back office. Next, if you go to the top, Bishop, it says calculate TVC. Calculate TVC, the top of the screen, it says browse, strategy, periods. Let's click calculate TVC, total volume permission. So here you can see the 3 centers that you have. We are working only with 1 center. That's the extreme left-hand side. You are at the bottom of the screen. You are the bottom of the triangle. So let's click that, calculate my TVC. That will take care of all centers. But we know that at this moment, from our team down, 100% of us are working just 1 business center. We have not opened up the other 2 additional centers. It's not the time yet. We may never open up the other 2 centers. Okay, so let's look a little bit here. Okay, all right, so let's go all the way down. So let me show, okay, let's just see any numbers. Do we see any numbers here all the way down? It's all the way down already? Okay, okay, all right. So ladies and gentlemen, as you know, Suzette, she just came in not too long ago. So look at this Business Center Central. That is the center that we all are working with. Okay, you must try and keep your left even with your right. Sometimes it's simply impossible. You may have a runaway leg, which is a good thing, guys. Runaway legs are good, but that means you know one side is on autopilot. All we need to do is focus on the other side. One side is on autopilot, and you can tell at your runaway leg, you may have 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. So you know you can become diamond 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Now you only have to work the other side to even it out. So you know exactly what you need to do. If you're on your right, it's got 40,000, then means you can become diamond 4 times. What does it take to become a diamond? 10,000 in volume on each side. So if you have 40,000, and now all you do is try and hit 10,000 on the left. And remember, there's a timeline. The timeline is on your home page. It's telling you the activation this week is week 143. It's going to expire in 2 days. So therefore, if you are 8,000 and the other side is 30,000, you know that all you need is 2 more thousand on your left because the other side is done. You don't have to worry for a while. Concentrate on one side only. Let the other side grow and motivate and push and help and all that. That's important. But you work on the other side, the left side. Yes, we must have both sides running for us. Yes, that's right. So if one side is strong, you should be glad because remember, your sponsor, the leadership from above, can only work one side. You are responsible, personally responsible of working the other side. You can't just say, here, Bishop, build my business. Here, Ronnie, build my business. Here, Al, build my business. It doesn't work like that. Yes, our commitment is to help you build, hold your hand, brush you off when you fall down, and then get you up going again with every support. But there are areas where you also need to be productive with the team that you're bringing on board. So we are going to be working one side, or whoever we is. It could, whatever sponsor I'm talking about. I'm not naming names here. Whoever we is, your we is your people who brought you in. I'm going to be working one side, and then you will have to work the other side. Now, certain sponsors are going to work both sides, because that's the way the mindset is to work both sides. If one side is strong and the other side is also strong, they're going to keep balancing back and forth. They're going to add more as well on the right as well as on the left. But if one side is so lopsided and they know they're trying to attain a certain rank, which side do you think everyone is going to work? Come on, guys. Okay, this is also our business. We also have to have common sense, right? You can't always say, hey, you're not putting anybody on my right. But the person on the left is trying to work the left too. They have to put food on their table. If this is all that they are doing, meaning income-wise, full-time, what do you think the person is going to do? So it's all a give and take, back and forth. We just have to give and take, give and take. Whatever is needed, we'll do it. But also there has to be a rhyme and reason why people are building one side and not the other. And then if they can build both because they're just fantastic recruiters, the team is blowing up, then life is just peachy. It's great. Life is just great because those number of people, that leadership is going to put people on both sides because they just want to make the leg stronger and stronger. Just because it's 10,000 on the left and 15,000 on the right doesn't mean the right is strong. Not at all. That's not strong. That's good, but it's not strong. You still have to have strength there. So more and more needs to be added on the right. More and more needs to be added on the left. Okay, so there has to be a balancing act, Okay, so now, we know that we are working on the business center central. That's the main central center we are working, central. Remember that word. What about the business center left? Now here, we cannot give a good example because the volume is zero on the entire centers. It's completely zero. There are many people who are not on zero on the left-hand side. They have volume on the left. They have volume on the right. So now you're thinking to yourself, wow, there's volume on the left, inner left, and there's volume on the inner right. How is that possible? That's the uniqueness of our plan. That's the uniqueness of our business model, guys, because everything that you're working, your outside right, outside left, is double and triple volume pretty much being added. It's added in your inside left, it's added in your inside right. Okay, center right and center left. Wow, in your inside legs. So everything you do, your outside left, outside right, is given into your inside left, inside right. Wow, that's incredible. So when you are ready to open your other centers, you already have volume on one side again. You already have volume. So what do? You just work the other side. I mean, isn't that amazing? Bishop, would you like to share a little bit about this concept of world, how they've made it a win-win situation for all of us? If you wanted to share a few words. Marissa, very good, Marissa. I like the way Marissa tends to say her name to me. Whenever she calls me Ronnie, this is Marissa. So I say, yes, Marissa. Excellent. Working on my right, left is exploding. Exactly, Ashton. Working my right. Okay. Marissa is working on her left. See, everybody has a different strategy because that's how that whole business model was created, meaning they got a huge push in the right side, and now they realize I have to work my left. I have to have a balance here. They look at their right volume and they say, I can become a diamond once, twice, 3 times. That's the magic number to become a diamond, 10,000. Why? Because we are part of the Diamond Life Club. The Diamond Life Club is a resort that we all will be able to go on a constant basis because we're all going to be participating in having this resort all being built together. And it's going to take a 3-year project. But guys, it's already out there. The papers are in place. All the different maps and things like that they were holding in their hand 2 days ago in Dubai when Mr. Fabio was sharing his vision, exactly what they're planning on doing. It's all going to become a reality. It's all going to become a reality. World is going to be dominant in every single aspect of your life. Oh, that's right. Marissa, you got to meet Dell, and Dell met one person. You know, it was just a chance meeting. You didn't even know this person. Dell met this lady out of Southern California. She happened to be visiting Northern California. And somehow they were strangers to each other. And they happened, I don't know the exact story. I don't want to ruin it for Dell. But I know that they were strangers. They sat down, started to talk. And the lady says, I'm very interested in what you have to share because I like telecom. I just left another telecom company, but I see a lot of potential and I'd like to sign up with you. Just like that, a complete stranger. And then now, my God, Marissa, Dell, Bishop, Ronnie and Al, everyone is just, I mean, jumping for joy. The right side of our legs are incredible, incredible. So what is everyone doing? Bishop has his strategy. Ronnie has her strategy. Dell has his strategy. Marissa has her strategy. All the people who are linked and listen to all of us saying, get in now, position yourself. There's a lot of volume coming your way. And that's good. So don't look at it as a bad thing that one leg is so strong and the other leg has zero. Guys, someone has built it for you. Be grateful. Bow your hands, bow your head and say, thank you, rather than saying, hey, what about my other side? What about my other side? Come on.
And not only that, but we don't flush.
That's right. That's right. Bishop is sharing. That's good. Go ahead, Bishop.
Yeah, because some companies actually flush the volume on the other side. So that means
Bishop, can you change the screen meaning to another?
Go ahead, Ronnie.
Oh, thank you. Can you change the screen to another username that has volume so they can see clarity? It's EV Tech. You can change it out to username evtech.worldgn.com. Maybe that'll be a better visual for our teammates this morning. Because I think many of you are not able to understand your binary, maybe with the 3 centers. Remember, the moment you come in as a master and above, you get 3 business centers, and you will see the green circles. The green circles means you have 2 additional centers. Whenever you're ready to open them up, you may. Highly, highly recommended you do not open up your inside centers until you are able to sustain your outside right and your outside left. Okay, highly recommended you do not open up your inside centers, even though you may want to. Highly recommended you do not, because we all want to help everyone grow. We want to help everyone who join our business. And our promise to everybody was, we're going to help you with your organization. We're going to help you. There's a lot of spillover. So if all the original people came on my outside right, outside left, and all of a sudden I go in and open up my inside left, or my inside right, I'm going to be leaving one of the legs hanging, okay? And all of a sudden, they said, hey, I'm not seeing anything anymore. What happened? Because then I'm looking out, for the inside right and left. So if it's an autopilot where the outside right, outside left is just growing strong and strong, just on a constant basis, then maybe you may want to open up your inside legs. But otherwise, I highly recommend, doesn't matter how strong it is, work 1 center. That's plenty. And you will make a lot of money because we get paid in 15 different ways. So the binary is just 1 income stream. There's many other income streams tied to our comp plan. Jason is asking, how does one side flourish over the other? For example, 10-6, 6-0, 16-2, left, right. Okay, that means that maybe, are you asking the number of consultants that came in, the number of executive packages that came in, the number of masters that came in? That's just telling you on your legs, your left leg and your right leg in your binary, the central center, CENTRAL, is telling you on your left how many masters, how many executives came in. And that's a good sign that that growth is excellent. I hope I've answered your question, Jason, regards to those numbers you are seeing. Okay, maybe 16 people were between masters and executives, maybe only 2 were consultants. Now, anyone that's free, but if anyone is free, you will not see them in your binary. Only somebody who's $49, you will see them in your binary. Oh, great. This is a good one. Excellent. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's look at this gentleman. This gentleman, look at his business volume here. His central, he has 7,445 on the left. So that means his left leg is incredible. It's just growing so strong. His right doesn't have anything. On the left, in the center left is also 8440. But look, on the right, at one time, on the right, ladies and gentlemen, his inner right, he has 1395. So his inner right, he has 1395 waiting there. His inner left, he has 8840. So inner left, 8840. His inner right, 1395. And then his outside left is 7445. You understand all these numbers, guys? So again, so from the top down, on the outside left, 7445 in volume. His inside left, 8840, and then his inside right, 1395. Why are the numbers different? The numbers are different, ladies and gentlemen, because he's gotten paid. Every time he got paid, the volume flushes. Okay? Now, the part that he hasn't gotten paid is where the volume is carried over. The volume is carried over to 7445. So what does Ernest need to do in his central binary? He needs to work on the right side. But some of us may not want to work the right side. That could be another strategy. And Bishop, you may agree or disagree. It's okay because it's a good thing. We may want to build our left and make it over 10,000, concentrating just on the left side. You're saying we're not worried about the right. Let me just build my left. Let it hit 10,000, 12,000. Once it hits that side, then I'm going to concentrate on my right, okay? And then start being able to earn the income with each week. So that's another strategy. Some people just want to build out their left and make it 10,000 in volume. So now they know all I have to do is work the right side and earn 10,000. Of course, there's certain timelines you have to make that happen. But if everybody's coming together, there's collaboration between the leadership, and they're saying, you know, Ernest will say, Ronnie, I have 2 people. They're going to bring 2 people. And then I have another person, you know, he's trying to get in at a lower level. He has to borrow the money. He has to do this. He has to do that. So all kinds of communication is going to go back and forth between the leadership who's trying to make this happen. So then you all need to collaborate and say, what can we do to help? And that's between your personal leadership, okay, to come together to do that. So let's look at some of the numbers on the right side. Left worlders, he has 25 people on the left side in his left side. 25 people altogether on his 26. Consultants, 10. There were 11 executives that came in. 11 executives and 5 masters. Okay, guys? Then right side, he has 6 people on the right altogether, and it's broken down to 1 consultant, 3 executives, and 2 masters. Just by looking at the top, that's right. So that's his right side. So as you can see, it's less people too. So, but then he got paid. Every time an executive or master came in, he was able to gobble up the money because he was promoting and building the left. He was building the left, and whenever people came in on his right, is executive, left, executive and master, he got paid. Okay, guys, so that's the story here. Is there any questions on this binary? Can you understand so far? And the reason the TVC amount is 0, because on the central center, 7445, there's nothing on the right. So how can the company pay you 10% on the left, 10% on the right? It's 0. He has nobody. So let's say he comes home, he has got, you know where this gentleman has gone to this whole weekend? The Million Man March in Washington, D.C. The Million Man March. He has taken over 20,000 flyers with him. I mean, this man, he's an older gentleman, but so dynamic, so eager to go out there and promote this business. So excited, you know, and he's not able to do it by himself. He took 2 of his buddies from Arkansas, and they left 2.5 days ago to travel by bus. It's like a tour bus, I'm assuming, you know, to Washington, D.C. And now they are part of the Million Man March. And they have T-shirts, they have flyers. He has a notebook in his hand to take names and numbers down. And you and I know on the T-shirt that we created on our Facebook page, there's a QR code. So hopefully, as he's walking, whether it's front or back, in front of someone, or somebody seeing his back, or somebody seeing his front, whatever it may be, they take a picture and the QR code is captured. And then hopefully they have that app, and that QR code will take them to Ernest's website. And also on the postcards, we have the webinar listing, we have his email, we have his username, we have his phone numbers. So there's a lot out there that Ernest is doing in the next 48 hours, guys. And it's taking him almost a week to pretty much plan this. He said, Ronnie, you know, I have 20,000 flyers. How am I going to carry this in my suitcase? And I'm traveling by bus. And I mean, this gentleman is so awesome. And he was sponsored by a gentleman in Seattle, Washington State, you know, and then we sponsored a lady, Caroline Hurst, in that state, and she sponsored this gentleman, and oh my God, he's going to kill me. I forgot his name. He's just going to kill me. And then, and then he sponsored Ernest, you know, and then we are working with Ernest. I work with Ernest constantly. I'm his secretary. I help him with everything. You know, we're 3 levels down, but that's the kind of leadership we give. You know, Ernest would say, Ronnie, you know, my back office this. Ronnie, I need help putting this person in. Ronnie, this is not working. And I jump in. Am I worried that Caroline's not helping him? Am I worried his sponsor is not helping him? Absolutely not. We are going to help the people who need us, okay, who turn to us. Likewise, I'm sure you're doing the same thing. So it's okay. And that's a good thing. That's right. A world is in the executives. Okay, good. Now I answered my own question. Good, Ashton. Thank you. So therefore, real go team. That's right. So everything is incredibly true. What I'm saying. Yes. Thank you, Jason. I think you are agreeing with me. So okay. So you understand this binary, how it works. These are your 3 centers. We all have 3 centers once we purchase the master pack and once we purchase the executive pack. Oh, and I want you to know, on the master pack, when you purchase, your volume, your payout, where they're saying 10% on the left, 10% on the right, that's 20%, correct? Well, as a master, moving forward in the binary, what they're paying you, because you're paying a lesser amount to get in, the volume that they're going to pay out is total, a commissionable volume total is 15%, 1-5. So therefore, it's 7.5 on the left, 7.5 on the right. Okay, guys? Yeah. Okay, so in case you're wondering, why did I get less volume? I'm supposed to be counting 10%. The fast retail will be 10%, but your binary will be 15%. And then likewise, your binary for the executive is 20%, but the fast retail is 10%. So be aware a little bit here and there. Everyone got an email about 10 days ago talking about a promotion we're doing between October 1st and October 31st in regards to our packages. And the packages price point $549 for the master, Executive is $14.99 for executive. You get 2 space stations, so double the shares and double the configuration in regards to 64 people can have access to your space stations, because it's a 32x. A 32x means 32 people concurrently can use your signal. So you're having 2 stations. So now 64 people, you have 64 shares. So therefore, make sure when you get your space stations next month, it has to be plugged in. The only way the company is going to pay you on your space station, it has to be plugged into the wall. And the company can tell from all this IT stuff that they have behind the scenes, they can tell which space station is on and which space station is off. So just remember, your space station has to be on, okay, for you to get paid on the revenue sharing, the residual income, and everything. This is an overseas call. I don't know who's calling me overseas. I'm just going to take it and just to see, and then I'm going to tell them I'm busy. Good afternoon, Ronnie speaking. Hello? Who is this, please? Okay, so I can't speak to you at the moment. It sounds like you're international and I'm doing a training, but I see your number, so I'll call you back a little bit later. Thank you. Okay, guys, that was an international call. It had a code in front of it, and naturally I'm doing a training, but I just needed to take this call. I was curious who's calling me out of the country. You never know with all our social media out there. Could be something, but I had to hang up because I just can't do that talking to all of you here. But that was a good thing. So guys, what was I saying a minute ago? I'm always losing my train of thought here. In regards to oh goodness, what was I said? We talked about the volume. We're talking about regards to, oh goodness, I'm sorry. Maybe one of you remembers what I was just saying a minute ago, and I lost my train of thought. So I want to share with you with this binary. Oh yes, the 15% and 20%. That's correct. So make sure you realize everyone got an email. Everyone got an email a minute ago. 10 days ago, telling you that TVC is 15% for master and TVC is 20% for executive. So I want you to understand how all that breakdown is done. So Bishop, I think we did pretty good in regards to sharing information about the binary. People need to see how to engage, how to build their organization, their strategy, and moving forward. Is there something you feel I need to touch upon or that you would like to touch upon? Oh, thank you, Bishop. Thank you. Good training. That's right. Okay, great. That's enough for today. That's right. It's 10:30 in the morning. I have to get ready for my 12 noon event. Al had to leave to pick up his guest from the train station. So I'm here. I just want to share some of, what's going on with our organization and the kind of engagement we do with our teammates. Is very important. Constant engagement, whether it's training like this, with Al's training, with Bishop's overview. And my God, Bishop being an entrepreneur worldwide, if you were to Google him, you'll see him all over in so many different things. So with his expertise, with his being in the field, not just teaching